emerald.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out Catwoman, Hunted, and this 2022 film was directed by Shinsuke Terasawa and stars the voices of Elizabeth Gillies, Jonathan Banks, Stephanie Beatriz, among others, of course. The story of this movie follows Catwoman, of course, as she tries to steal this diamond from Black Skull. Also, Black Skull is trying to use it as the admission price into some secret society, so there's also that storyline. And also Batwoman is in it too with her own little kind of side storyline as well. But what will happen exactly? You'll have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. Well, before I begin, I gotta say, I really do like Catwoman. She's one of the few characters or superheroes that I do, pick up the books every so often, like a little graphic novel just to read for pleasure. And so I do think she is one of my favorite ones. I'm also like a DC person more than a Marvel person. I just find with DC, it's much more like good versus bad, which is what I prefer in like a superhero story. And so yeah, just know that I'm a fan of Catwoman, of course. But I thought Catwoman in this one was really well written. I really liked her character. I thought it was a very enjoyable character, very witty character as well. And there's like lots of lines that I thought were just so like kind of interesting. And she has this like relationship with Batwoman. And if you don't know, Batwoman is like one of the first kind of gay superheroes. So Catwoman's always like flirting with her and stuff to get under her skin. I thought that was like a very like unique and interesting thing to put in there. And what else? Catwoman, oh, she has the kind of more modern costume as you can see on the screen, but she also has the retro costume, which makes her look so good as well. And of course, like, she is Catwoman, so she would have it. She wears it to go to a costume ball. But do check this out.
It's a very good Catwoman costume, my dear, if a trifle dated.
What can I say? I have an appreciation for the classics.
And so there are lots of things like that. I also think with her pet cat is lots of fun and fights next to her and like actually like helps her out and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And also there's some cat villains as well that turn up in this one. So you won't believe it, but there are cat fights in this one. So check this out.
I came here to kill the jewel thief.
You came here to try.
Cat fight?
Cat fight.
And it's not only one, but two cat fights.
Bastille Day? Bastille Day work for you?
My schedule's clear now.
Oh, cat fight?
Big cat fight.
And so there's lots of things that go into the Catwoman character in this one that I just thought was so enjoyable, especially for like a fan of Catwoman. So yeah, I thought it was just generally lots of fun, enjoyable character. In addition, I did enjoy the plot, especially how kind of they have these three stories that intertwine with each other so well. I really did enjoy that. I thought that was, just good story writing. So yeah, the story, very enjoyable. And lastly, I gotta say, I enjoyed the animation itself. It is kind of this anime style, but it seems to be more traditional style where like there's a lot of work put into it. Like everything is just so fluid. Everything's always moving. Everything's kind of looks like it's more traditionally drawn. And so you can really tell that they put in a lot of work for the animation. So, that's always good to see. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this film. Well, I thought the character of Batwoman was just so uninteresting and dull and like a flat character as well. And her voice is also like very monotone, and the line delivery I thought was also like very kind of lackluster. And so I thought, there was just so much more that could be done with that role. Like put in Batman or something. I know Batman, has a monotone voice and is always brooding and stuff, but I never got that from Batwoman. She just kind of seems like a character who's just does what she's told, essentially, and follows instructions. So I thought there was much more that could be done with her. But as it stands, yeah, the character seems pretty uninteresting. Also, they have so many supervillains in this one. They're just throwing them at Catwoman and Batwoman, and they're like, beating them up left and right and whatnot. And it just makes it seem like it's much more of like a TV show rather than a movie, or maybe not a TV show, like a 3-part miniseries maybe. And I think you could probably watch this movie as like 3 30-minute segments and it would be fine as well. But it just kind of, I don't know, it takes away from that feature film quality to it. But, you know, I do like seeing supervillains and a lot of them, you know, that's fine. But I did think I would throw it in here. So who would I recommend this movie for? Well, if you're looking to be entertained for an hour and a half, yeah, you can definitely turn this one on, especially if you don't really care about remembering it later, because it is a little bit forgettable as well. So yeah, entertaining and fun. As for rating, I'm going to give it the average score of 5. And having said that, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, even leave a comment if you want. And I will see you next time.